I was able to apply to schools that give full scholarship. And this is how I got full scholarship. Now, some of those schools that give full scholarship comes with a sponsor. I don't know what else I will do that will make you believe. This is how I came to Canada. Whoa! Welcome to my live session today. And today I will be telling you how to study abroad without your own funds or sponsor, right? And this video is for someone who wants to, study abroad, who wants to relocate abroad. Maybe you're from a poor background and, you don't have your own savings. It's going to take you it's going to take you tens of years if you just need to put together, say, $20,000. So you don't have your own money and you also don't have a sponsor. Right? Because there are some people, they don't have money, but they have people that will sponsor them, but you don't have a sponsor. If what I have said above is something that fits you, then this video is for you. The first question I want to say, something that maybe coming up with your mind is, but, why are you making this video? I'm making it because I have seen a video, I've seen questions that my team put together, and this is the exact question the person asked. The person said, what if I don't have funds? This we are ready from. What if I don't have funds? Is it still safe to believe study abroad is for you when you don't have funds or sponsor? The person is like, what if he doesn't have funds? Is it still safe for him to believe that study abroad is for him or her without funds or sponsor? That is why I came up with this topic. So this question came from someone. Before I go ahead, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. We show you how to get admission, how to get scholarship, how to get study loan, how to get study visa, and every other thing you need in order to successfully relocate abroad. Just in case you're wondering, yes, I'm a Nigerian. Yes, I'm a Canadian. But I am for everybody. So you can listen and learn from us and work with us if you speak English or you studied in English and you're looking to relocate, okay? So that's fine. Now, getting to the question, right? There is still hope. It is possible. I will shock you. Few years ago, I was exactly in this position. I had just finished dental school. My salary was just something less than $200 a month, right, in Nigeria, and I wanted to relocate abroad. I didn't have somebody who was going to sponsor me or be my sponsor. I also didn't have money, really. I really have to even save for the application fee. I didn't have money to do this process, right? And so I was exactly in your shoes at that point, and I didn't know how to do it or what to do, how to achieve it. And I kept asking myself, is this possible? Is this real? Is this, But here I am today. So what I want to talk to you about right now is how I did it. Without jokes, how I did it. What is it that I did? First, of course, I gallivanted around, checking here and there, spoke to some people, tried to call some people abroad, If what I'm saying today, this video really applies to you, you may have done one or two of these kind of things. And you know how it ends up. At the end, you ask yourself, when you contact people abroad and they don't respond to your messages, for the next 1 month, and even after they say hello and then they reply, I'm fine, you have to wait for 1 more month before they can, respond to you. To cut the story short, you know that sometimes you almost want to give up. True or false? But there is hope. Don't give up yet. One more. It was in this process that I was able to stumble upon how somebody who doesn't have money or a sponsor can actually relocate abroad via the study abroad route. What's the secret? The secret is scholarship. Wait! I said scholarship. I know. As soon as I said that scholarship, you are like, Dr. Linda again. My dear, The thing is, do you want to hear the truth or you want to hear what you want to hear? If you want to hear what you want to hear, tell me what you want to hear. I'll repeat it to you. Who does that want to hear what you want to hear? Hello? If you want to hear what you want to hear, tell me what you want to hear. I'll just say it to you. But where will that take you? Nowhere. We both know. So, I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what will lift you out of this situation you find yourself. Permission to go on. Do I have your permission to go on? Permission to go on. Type. Permission to go on. So you want to hear what is going to lift you out of this situation. So what I did after inquiries and by the grace of God, what I did was that I was able to apply to schools that give full scholarship. All right? Schools that give full scholarship. And this is how I got full scholarship. Now, some of those schools that give full scholarship comes with a sponsor. So you now, you're thinking, when you think of sponsor, who do you think about? Your parents, your spouse, your uncle, your auntie, your senior friend, including the man that is trying to sleep with you. Did I hit the nail on the head? Before God and man, when I was trying to come to Canada, a man who was also a Canadian at that point, if you have attended my free webinar, you would have heard the story. A man who, but I didn't tell you this part, a man who was a Canadian, right? When I went to, let me show you, when I went to his office, there was Canada flag like this one. You see this one, this small one, there was Canada flag on his table, okay? True life story. The man was like, I'm going to take you to Canada. And give me your passports. I'll put you travel with me the next day. I'll talk to blah, blah, blah. Right? And before you know it, the man was already trying to touch me. True life story. So maybe it has even happened to you. If it has not happened to you, maybe it's coming. Right? And some people think that it's only women that people used to abuse. Men, some women too will do that to men. Some men will even do it to men. Some women will do it to women. So this is not about shaming guys. No, it can happen to anybody. But my point is that when you are pursuing your dream like this, even somebody will come and be talking, I want to be your sponsor, because they want to take advantage of you. But do you know? So my own sponsor for this study abroad thing was my professor who I worked under. He was my sponsor. That is the truth. We communicated via email. It is the official way. Because I also want to say this, because when you talk about sponsors, some people think, what is she even trying to tell us to do? Is it not human trafficking you're talking about? My sister, my brother, that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about, right? That's not what we're talking about. So we're talking about legit, legal, moral sponsors in universities waiting for you. This is what... It is this process that we started showing people who come to Vantage Migration how to get a sponsor abroad, a legit sponsor who will put their money down and say, come. Without my professor supporting me, my visa would not have been approved. By the time I was submitting my visa, God bear me with sense, by the time I was submitting my visa, I was declaring $30,000 in funding for the first 1 year. It was about $30,000, $15, something like that. I was declaring that in funding, and it was all coming from my school and my sponsor. It was coming from my school and my $30,000. And I was a dentist, and my salary was less than $200 a month. Meaning, if I needed to save $30,000, and that just for the first year, my master's was 2 years. The second year, I got more than that because of my sponsor, who is a professor in the school I'm working with. We're shaking the table. True life story. So if you are there telling yourself, how do I even know this thing? Does it work? You're looking at a living witness. See, I'm touching the hair on my head. You're looking at a living witness that have benefited from it. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, check the videos. Check the videos. You would have seen videos of not people who just took a masterclass, but people who have relocated. A lot of them on full scholarship. This is the exact thing that they did. So you are looking for sponsors from your family members, from your uncle, your auntie, your parents. You are looking in the wrong place. My dear, if your father or mother or husband or wife does not have $30,000, they don't have it. Like, even if you look from now till tomorrow, you no go see them. True or false? True or false? If they don't have it, they don't have it. Why are you still looking there? Why are you still looking there? If they don't have it, they don't have it. Alright? So, you have to look outside. But when I say outside, I did not say go and look at people that will be touching you or using you. That is not what I'm promoting. That is not what I'm promoting. I'm telling you, I swear for you on this video. I don't swear give you. I don't know what else I will do that will make you believe. This is how I came to Canada. This is the truth. A sponsor, a Canadian sponsor, sponsored me from my school in collaboration with my university, my department. This is how I came. My visa was approved because I had all the money the embassy was looking for. But I did not have it in my pocket. I did not put my own account details. I did not put my own account details. So some people say, I don't have the account. When I see some people that watch my video, they will just be like, we are waiting on, now people get money, they travel. I say, mumu, mumu, mumu in a good way, mumu. But not as insult, but as reality. Because if you understand how everybody is doing it, you will do it. You will do it and you will succeed. You won't be waiting for the day you will say $30,000 that you don't have. That even if you don't take one kobo, 1 cent, 1 shilling, 1 lunis, 1 naira from your salary, for the next 10 years, you've not saved the amount required for 1 year. True or false? True or false? So when you say you are saving, you want to save for 40 years. You want to save for 20 years. Before then, you will get married, your children will need school fees, you remove from it. And I see somebody saying, link me up, link me up. But the truth is that when they link, when I declare the link, will you go? Yes, we have a free webinar. Yes, we have training that is paid. But the question is, you refuse to pay for training. You refuse to even attend free webinar. You refuse to pay for training. But you are searching for sponsor, looking for who will touch you before they give you money. Use your brain. Is that how you want to? Is that how you want to live your life? When you hand your future over to an evil person, they will control you for the rest of your life. Some people say, if are looking for husband, they will marry, or wife, they will marry, that will bring them abroad. You got married not because of you like the person, you have their vision or something, but because they will bring you abroad. When you finally cross abroad, you see that you don't like them. You see that you don't like them. Then you start saying that abroad marriage, they scatter. But you even came with bad intention in the first place. So quit looking for who will marry you and bring you abroad, whether you are male or female, because some people go to say, not only women, they do that thing. Men, they do it now. Quit looking for who you will marry that will bring you abroad. Quit asking your parents whether they have $30,000 when you know that they've been doing government work in the last 20 years. That even $5,000 they don't have saved somewhere, and you're asking them for $30,000. You want to kill them. Quit looking for uncle or auntie that you don't have. You will not mold somebody and breathe into them, they turn to uncle. Even you that you are trying to save, that your salary is like mine, that is less than $200 a month, and you want to save before you come to abroad, how much do you think you are going to save? That will be enough. And how long? And before that time, rent will not come and take it. Call a spade, and look for another alternative. This is why Vantage Migration exists. Check the name. Vantage. To be your advantage. Vantage Migration. To migrate in an advantageous way. This is why we created free webinar. Go there. Listen to other people's story. See how other people are doing it. If you have attended the webinar, register for class. Call a spade a spade. People, some human beings, except something is free, they don't believe it will help them. Poverty mentality. Like me, sometimes some people come and say, you see this thing is free. I say, I'm allergic to free things. Think of, if you are here watching this video and you have ever asked us to work for us for free, The answer has always been no. I don't even want you to come and do free internship. If I take you as an intern, I'll pay you. I'm allergic to free things. I can't cope. Because I know that most times you won't get value. Most times, not really what it looks like. Our training is paid. We're not hiding mouths. But you pay, what does it profit you to save 500,000 naira right now, or to save $1,000 but never relocate? What will it profit you? Those that relocated, when we interview them, they will always tell you that was the best investment they made in their life. If you have watched the video, you know. How many people here watching me have watched videos from people that have relocated through us, especially those that went on scholarship? You see somebody saying they got $250,000 scholarship. Hey, yes, that name sounds like what you hear in movies, Abi. But human being, the experience and real life. So, my dear, you should better know what you are doing. This information is coming to you for free. Sometimes I wish I had Dr. Linda. I'm Dr. Linda, but I wish there was somebody like me when I wanted to relocate. Seriously. I didn't have anybody to even ask questions. You go on Google, you search, you see people that just put things there. You go to their thing, they will not even tell you anything. They won't tell you how anything works. They will just say, the person will help you handle everything. And I was testing testing for that information. I was hungry to understand how this thing worked, to liberate myself. I was hungry. Thank God it worked. Thank God it worked. So, if you are someone, you are from a poor background, you don't have support, you don't have money, you don't have sponsor, there is hope for you. There is hope for you. Will you listen? Will you listen? There is hope for you. Will you follow the right? Will you follow? Will you follow? There is hope for you. I know that at least if you make up your mind to save for the next 6 months, you will get training fee, right? You will. But if you save for 6 months, will you get $30,000? If you save for 10 years, will you get $30,000 in your account looking at you? Yes, if you calculate your salary now, it looks like in 5 years you save it, but you won't. Because you will pay transport, you pay house bill, emergencies will come out. Before you know, your wedding will come out if you're not already married. Even if you're already married, before you know, child naming ceremony will come. Your wife will do CS. Not a course, I mean reality. And your hospital bill will increase. Do you get my point? There are people who have that money to spend, but this particular video is not for them. I'm talking to people who don't have the money. People, and you're a professional. I'm not talking to riffraffs, okay? And you are not a riffraff. So my point, I'm talking to people who are just like in my shoes some years ago, because I'm a dentist. I have finished my study, so I'm not a person. You understand? Okay, somebody say, please answer questions, please. Okay, start dropping your questions. Let's see the questions. I will take 10 questions, 10 strategic questions from people, and we'll answer it there. Oh yeah. Type your questions. I was a bit carried away with. Sometimes it sounds like motivation, but this is truth. This is truth. Type your questions so that I can start answering them. All right? Type your questions. Type your questions. And if you're watching as a replay, watch the questions. Somebody say, okay, so I have a question from Mike. Say, how does the study loan works? I'm going to send you to our study abroad webinar. That's the first place to go. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. That's number 1. You're going to attend the webinar. You're going to finish the webinar. You're going to get your eligibility link. Take a screenshot of what I'm showing you. You're going to get eligibility link. You're going to check your eligibility. If you are qualified, then you can join our training that is starting this particular Monday that is coming. Take a screenshot and do it today. You know, some people, they will ask you, how does this thing work? But when you tell them, they will not believe. They will not even do what you ask them to do. But they ask you a question. If that is you, no, it is you and your future. If it is not you, follow the direction I've given to you. Eventually, eventually you're going to see a paid train. Pay for it. Call a spade a spade. Nothing good comes easy. Pay for it. Listen, go check all the videos of people that are relocated with us. You're going to see that when you check your webinar, check your eligibility. You see people that can't afford this thing, they are able to go. People like you. People like you. They are making it. Why can't you make it? What is stopping you? It is not the lack of information. My time, it was the lack of information. And still I made it. Ha! Your own. Now prayer, I will pray for you. Alright, let's look at the next question. Somebody said, do you assist people who already secure admission in Canada but are not funded or have sponsor? We can assist you, but you have to start afresh. Because it's like you're already on the wrong route. Don't think of how to finish. If you already have admission that did not come with scholarship or study loan, don't be looking for who will give you scholarship because you're already on the wrong route. That is not how it works. If you have your admission and you have the money to pay, yes, we can show you how to get your visa. We allow that now. Okay? Listen to me again. Let me repeat. If you've gotten admission and you just want to, you are going to pay for it, you just want to learn how to get your visa, we can work with you on that. We can show you how it works. But that you have gotten admission, scholarship did not come, and you want somebody that will show you how to get scholarship, you have to throw that admission away. True. You throw it away and you start afresh. Because you're on the wrong route. Oh, truth is bitter, right? But some of us have the nerves to tell you the truth, no matter how you're going to feel about it. And some people say, no, I don't want to do it. Guess what? 2 years later, they are still looking for scholarship for that admission that doesn't have scholarship. And they're not going to get it. Bet. They're not going to get it. So, what will it profit you to keep waiting? Instead of you to quickly correct your method. And in months, you're already on your way to where you're going to with the right guidance. Let's look at the next question. Somebody said, do you assist on relocation from Uganda? Yes, we work with everyone who are coming from English-speaking country like Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, and many more. South Africa. So, Jamaica. So, once you speak English, and how do you know whether you speak English or not? Some people will say, how do I know if I speak English? If you can understand what I'm saying now, we can work with you. If you cannot understand what I'm saying, we cannot work with you. Is that a good litmus test? If you understand what I'm saying, you don't need an interpreter to interpret it, or you're not reading caption. That's the only way you understand me. Then we can work with you. Irrespective of your country or the country you want to go to. Let's look at the next question. So he said, do you have work visa or only study visa? We handle education migration only. So study abroad, aka study abroad. And students who get study visa are able to get work authorization or work permits. Yes. So if you want work permits, you can still go to, you can. From Germany, they move to US where they study abroad. So practicing as a pharmacist, and irrespective of the country you go to, you're still going to write a practicing exam, right? So don't put your mind like that. If I'm a pharmacist today, I will ask myself, why am I relocating abroad? And maybe I'm relocating abroad so that I can live there permanently. Which of the countries will make it easier for me to live there permanently? That's how I would rather think about it. Okay. Oh, somebody say, is it possible to continue with PhD in nursing? I'm holding BA in nursing, Masters in nursing. Yes, it is possible. You can do PhD in the program you were already doing before, so it's not a problem. Somebody said, please, I'm in Turkey and my wife and kids are in Nigeria. Can they do biometric in Nigeria while I do biometric in Turkey? Yes. Yes, we actually had someone that the wife was in Nigeria, another one was in Cyprus, and both of them met in UK. So if you and your family are in two different places, it does not matter. It does not matter, okay? Let's look at the next question. How difficult is it to relocate from UK to Canada? There's no difficulty there. It is just the normal process. There is no, like, when you say how difficult, how do you, is as difficult as eba, or as gari drinkable one, or as rice. Like, how do I define the difficulty? It is a process, so there is just one process to do it. It's not difficult. It's not, if you know what, it's like, it's either you know what to do or you don't know what to do. If you know what to do, you do. If you don't know what to do, you can take 10 years and you will not achieve it. Which is why I asked you to go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. www.vantagemigration.ca. Complete the webinar on this site today. Check your eligibility quickly, right? And then you'll be able to see the rest of the process. Just even completing this webinar, you will get all the information that you need. Right? Let's look at the next question. Somebody say, how does study abroad visa work? That question, you have jumped to visa. Okay, let me tell you how it works. You will have to get admission. When you get your admission, that's what qualifies you for study visa. Then you apply for visa with the embassy of the country you are going to, and they will approve it if you have done everything right. That's some of how it works. But I doubt that's what you wanted to hear. You want to hear the step-by-step process. It will take me 30 days to explain that to you, minimum. And you will still have questions after that. So we can't do it on this video. That's why I say start from the free study abroad webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca, okay? So, is it possible to relocate even your background is not financially strong and you don't have any travel experience? I think that's what this video was all about, right? Okay, let's go to the next question. Somebody said they have a higher national diploma. That they have HND. Will it work for them? Yes, it will work for them. Please, which country give fully funded PhD program? All the countries. BRR that is asking this question, and every other person, attend our free webinar. Save yourself headache. Save yourself distress. Let's look at the next question. Which is better to relocate from UK to Canada? Like trying to say which of them is better, right? Well, if I'm to make a choice out of the blues, I'll choose Canada. But you have to understand, I'll choose Canada over UK. But you have to understand that Canada will not work for everybody. UK will not work for everybody. So it's not about me and what I will choose. It's about what will work for you the best. So when people come to Vantage Migration and we start our training where we open everything to them, we actually show them the pros and cons of each country, and we will show it to you once you become our students. We show you the pros and cons of each country to help you to make informed decision about which of the countries you should go to. All right. Let's look at more questions. What are the most marketable courses in Canada? When you start our program, we're going to show you how to come up with your programs of best fits, okay? All right, so I think I've answered some of the questions. I'm going to ask you to complete our free webinar today. Some people, they are so stubborn. Even when you say this is what will help you do it, they won't do it. They will rather go online, gallivant online, and pick breadcrumbs. If that is how you want to live your life, I can't argue with you. That's fine. But for you that you want the legit route, fast, easy, legal, and legit, complete the webinar today. That's my advice for you. And this is the link, www.vantagemigration.ca. Take a screenshot if you have not already done so. Now, one thing I want you to note is that if if you think that the things we said on this video made sense, then what do you think will happen at the webinar, where we'll finish and still do question and answer to answer most of your questions, and you will still see how you'll be able to contact us personally and we'll be able to answer any question you have? Don't you think it's worth your time? Don't you think it's worth your time? That's the question I have for you. Don't you think attending this webinar today is worth your time? I believe it's worth your time. But that's the question for you to answer. All right? But if you say, oh, it's not worth your time, then truly it's not worth your time. No need. Just continue on your gallivanting around internet looking for breadcrumbs of information. But I hope that you make the right choice. All right? Again, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. We show you how to get admission, scholarship, study loan, study visa, and every other thing you need in order to successfully relocate abroad by yourself. This is what we do. And I invite you to start with our free study abroad webinar by going to www.vantagemigration.ca. All right? Take good care of yourself till I see you again. But ensure you complete the webinar today and check your eligibility. That's how you'll be sure. Even if you feel you complete the webinar, you feel like this is definitely for me, still check your eligibility. Do it today. Promise? Promise me you will do it today. Comment. Drop a comment. Will you? Drop a comment. Will you? Let's see who is responding. Drop a comment for me before you go, okay? Will you do that today? Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.